18 forecast with meteorologist Chad Evans. Certified by the National Weather Association. Weather from where you live.
Well, our dry conditions are worsening around here. Now, this graphic is from NOAA, and it's divided up into climate regions for our viewing area. And it shows you how much rain is needed overall in each climate little division. Notice in our northern counties, we need about 6 to 9 inches of rain to totally alleviate the long-term drought that really started back in January. Lafayette, represented by the dot here, in Westward, about 3 to 6, and that's a trace to 3 inches in this yellow area. Down in western Kentucky, they need 9 to 12 inches to alleviate the dryness. So you can see with all these colors in the Midwest, we've got a worsening, pretty widespread drought, really from our area down to Kentucky and then northward up into Iowa. Notice temperatures today. Again, we're losing a lot of water. Low dew points, a lot of wind, winds gusting to 37 miles an hour, and a 91 Lafayette, a 90 at Fowler, a 92 at Rochester, and 92 at Perrysville. Now on precision right now, we've had a few little storms over here in Ohio. This is where the dew points are in the 60s. This is where it's muggier, but this is also where there's no drought. The soils are wetter, so we're releasing more water and actually popping a few storms. Right here, it's just bone dry. We just don't have a lot of moisture today. Nonetheless, off to the west here, we do have some storms developing, and there's a cold front about right here. Now, what I think will happen, the front will approach this evening. We'll start to see a few storms pop in Illinois. And I think generally, once we get into late evening and into the early overnight, some of these storms will start to approach, and they may organize into kind of a broken line of storms with a peak in coverage at 50%. So not everybody, unfortunately, is going to get the rainfall. But right now, the sun is peeking through. We've got some dim sun in downtown Lafayette via our Renaissance cam. We'll be at 91 at 7, but down to 76 by 11. Winds generally out of the southwest. And notice some storms developing, and there's your peak coverage around 11 at 50%. A couple storms may be severe tonight with a burst of wind, perhaps a little bit of hail. But even if, for areas that do get rain tonight, it's going to be so warm, dry, and windy tomorrow, we're pretty much going to lose all the water we gained tonight. With dew points very, very low tomorrow afternoon, but then cooler and some scattered showers and thunderstorms by late week, and then another heat wave. Tomorrow, another warm day after lows tonight in the 60s, 85 to 90, but bone dry air, 88 West Point, 87 at Chalmers. Cooler Wednesday, 72 to 77, 75 Lafayette, 74 Monticello, and 72 at Rochester. Notice on Futurecast tonight, there's 8. Here are some of the storms organizing a little bit into a line, but once we get past 11 o'clock, these will tend to fall apart and diminish. So again, no guarantee everybody's going to get rain. And notice tomorrow, mostly sunny skies and dry air will pretty much obliterate any water we gain. Really quickly this evening, between that 7 and 11 time frame, a few gusts of damaging wind and some hail possible, generally from West Point to Camden to Peru. 7-day forecast, cooler 70s Wednesday, Thursday. There's some scattered showers and even a few storms Friday, thankfully, but only 70 at that point, and then the heat's on 90 by Monday.
The 70s will feel nice though after this weekend. All right, thanks, Chad. With Memorial Day celebrations going on across the country,